they think we should expect in opening statements just about to get underway. Again, Brian Kanowski, Tom Kochka, both criminal defense attorneys. Tom, I'll come to you first this time around. What should we be looking for in the prosecution's open?
Well, what you want to see, I think the issue that's really of some concern is exactly how they're going to establish ownership of the property, because there really are two classes of property here. There's the O.J. memorabilia that he was trying to retrieve, and then there's the Joe Montana lithographs, I think, is the bulk of the other property. And so whether O.J. may have had a claim of right on some of this might be a defense, but he didn't exactly have a claim of right on the other part, although the tape seems to say he talks about putting those lithographs at the hotel desk, evidencing no intention of his own to steal them.
Yeah,
and
we have Tom Riccio, putting aside any credibility issues there. He testifies that O.J. said immediately thereafter, we're not interested in anything other than my stuff. We're going to return anything that doesn't belong to us. Now, of course, that was never returned. The whole caper, as some are calling it, starts to devolve. But, Brian, let me come over to you. Tom's exactly right. There are two classes of stuff, if you will. O.J.'s stuff, and then all that other stuff, the Montana, the Namath, the cell phone of Bruce Fremont, which I think becomes very important on the question of whether there was an intent to confine and kidnapping. And within the O.J. stuff, column A, if you will, there's the valuable memorabilia, and then there's the items that maybe aren't memorabilia. And we're going to hear a fair amount of testimony, I would bet, on what memorabilia is, what it isn't, because that's relevant to the motive. Are we going to hear about all of this in the prosecution's open?
We're going to hear about all this stuff. His trial is all about the stuff. And whose stuff is it? Who has a right to this stuff? Where's this stuff going? Who's selling the stuff? It's all about the stuff. And the defense in this case is going to try to attack that by, in their opening, saying, but O.J. never intended to rob anybody. He's just getting his stuff back. And if he takes other people's stuff during the course of this, that, you know, he gave it back.
Yeah.
So he didn't intend to rob. That's going to be the defense, and they're going to come out in the opening with that. But you're going to hear about all this.
This is such an American story. You know, I say to my kids every day, it's just stuff. It's not what matters in life. It's just stuff.